Yeah, I'm lucky enough to get the afternoon off to come out here and hang out at Rockfest. And a matter of fact, I'm hanging out with Dave from Theory of a Deadman. Dave, how are you, my man?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing very, very well. What is new in the world of Theory of a Deadman?
We're currently working on our 5th record. We've been writing basically all year. Spent a lot of time at home. Few shows here and there, but mostly just writing, looking at maybe an October studio time and then release next year.
Okay, so you haven't even gotten ready to go into the studio yet? Still honing those songs and get them ready to go?
Yeah, we want to write a few more songs. I think that, as you start writing, things just start getting better and better. So it's always a shame to sort of stop and go in when you still feel like you can write a bunch more good material.
Okay. Now, you said October's the plan to start recording. Have you picked somebody to work with, like a Don Gilmore, or are you just kind of wait and see how that goes once the new song's done?
We're tossing around a few names right now. It's we still love the idea of using Howard Benson, who's done our last 3 of our 4 records.
Okay.
And there's so many changes that are happening in the music business, and especially changes that are happening at Roadrunner Records and our label. And so I think that we kind of feel like it might be nice to have something be the same with everything else changing. So we talked about maybe using Howard Benson again. So discussions that we're still having.
Awesome. We're talking with Dave from Theory of a Deadman. You guys, of course, writing the record right now. Is there a particular spot where you kind of like find inspiration, or records that you go back to and be like, oh man, if I could write that riff?
It's funny, it's the same, like people always say, what are you listening to nowadays? I'm like, man, the same stuff I was listening to when I was first getting into music, because it was like those were the bands that really influenced me. Of course, my favorite band of all time, Alice in Chains, just released a new record, which I think is probably the best record of the year so far.
Okay.
So get into the Alice in Chains record a bit, but for me, it's just listen to a lot of heavy stuff that I've listened to throughout the past and just crank my amp up and see what happens.
Now, when you guys get to do these kind of shows, when you're not on a record, is there like special treats that you're going to pull out for the crowd tonight here at Rockfest?
I don't know if that would be a wise move for us. I don't think we've played a show in probably about 10 days, and before that was like 3 weeks. If we tried to pull out a special treat, it might just be a special train wreck. So we'll see what happens, but it might just be I think it'll be stuff that everyone's heard of. We might do a cover song actually, which we've been tossing around. So we'll see.
Sweet. We look forward to that. I know Hailstorm pulled out a Ronnie James Dio song yesterday.
Oh man, those guys have been doing so many covers lately. They've been doing cover albums. So
yeah, they got the cover EP. Anything like that for you guys, or just focus on the record?
I think just focus on the record right now. We're doing a goofy something a little different. Doing a goofy movie actually that we've been filming for like the last 2 years. It feels like. So we might release our little goofy movie as something to segue to our record.
Absolutely awesome. Well, I tell you what, Dave, I appreciate you giving me the time. You're going to melt faces tonight at 7 o'clock here at Rockfest. Thank you again.
Can't wait. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Right on.